Hey everybody, this is Jeff, and just wanted to show a couple things I got from a church sale this weekend. It actually happened yesterday, and everything was free. And I've had pretty good luck with these the last maybe month or so, where I've gone to these sales that everything is free. They're just trying to get rid of stuff. I don't know. I guess they just want people to go to the church and see if they like the church or how nice the people are, and then they would join the church. I guess that's the idea. It's probably pretty self-explanatory, but it's still weird that they just give away all this nice stuff. And here's the highlights. I've kind of gone through everything. I got about 93 or exactly 93 items from this this place, and a lot of things ended up being pretty good. So the first thing is a Department 56 Christmas little house thing. It's the Beard Brothers sleigh wash, and it lights up. It looks really nice. And again, this is about a $30 or $40 item now. I'm guessing around Christmas it maybe 50, maybe. So I'm going to probably just put it on for 50 or 60 best offer and see what happens. So there's that, and it's not missing any pieces. It looks like it's in brand new condition. So pretty awesome. Next thing is these you find all the time at garage sales, these little Leapfrog Leapsters. And this one is in pretty good shape. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And again, it was free. And I think these can sometimes bring, I know on Amazon, used, it's probably about 20 bucks, 25 bucks. So that's probably what I'll end up doing with it. I'll test it. I'll maybe buy a charger for it and just test it. Came with the game. The game's not worth very much. Case isn't really worth all that much, but again, it was free. Here's a couple hats I got. This one is a starter St. Louis Blues hat, and I believe it, I mean, it's a vintage hat, I'm pretty sure, and it's in really good condition. It looks like it might have been worn a couple times because there is a little bit of staining on the headband, but for the most part, it's pretty nice. It's a Tri-Power starter, sold NHL tag, but very nice shape. This will probably, I'm hoping to get 20, 30 for it. I'm not entirely sure, but I know some of you in Resellers Roundtable are better with hats than I am, so you'll probably tell me how much it's worth. These two are really cool. I live near Champaign, Illinois, which was the hometown of REO Speedwagon, and these two items were sitting there for free. Two vintage REO Speedwagon hats. And these can be, I know this one sold recently for about 30 bucks, 30 or $40. I did not see this one, this exact one on there. But I'm going to assume 30 to 40 bucks a piece is pretty much what I'm going to take for them, because I actually like REO Speedwagons. So if I don't sell them, I'll just keep them. One thing was, I forgot that they actually had made these. When I was younger, I had these Champion basketball jerseys. I had a bunch of them, Jordan, all of them. And I forgot for a while they actually did the reversible ones, where the inside, well, one side would be the home, one side would be the away. This one does have a stain on it right there, which is pretty noticeable. I will get that off of there, and this will probably sell for about $30 to $60 maybe, depending on when, but I'll price it high. I got three, and I work at Ralph Lauren, so I know how much these are worth, but these sports shirts are usually about $60, $70 in the stores. The reason I think that these are going to go a little bit higher is these are actually big and tall ones, and the longer one, these are actually, they retail for about $80 or $90. But it's a 2XL, which is one of the smaller sizes for big and tall, but it is a tall, so it is longer. So I'm hoping to get maybe, I don't know, I might lot them up, the three of them up together, but they're pretty nice. Yeah, and here's that one. Found this one there. It is a Big Dogs baseball jersey. And it is actually, I'll probably get maybe 20 bucks for that, 20 or 30. Found an old Izod Lacoste cardigan sweater. It has a couple of marks on it, but again, it was free, so it'll be whatever I get is good. But I got this. It's not really vintage because he was on the New Jersey Nets in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, but it's a New Jersey Nets Nike shirt, but it's actually a Jason Kidd shirt. So that, and it's in really good shape. So I'm hoping $15-20 for that. One of the better things I found were these Polaroid cameras. They're really in good shape, but I actually got 4 of them. There's that one, and then this one actually is still in its box. And it actually looks like it might not have been ever used. So I'm hoping for $20 to $30 a piece for those. I think is kind of the going rate on those, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't sold a Polaroid for a while, but those are going to be pretty good. Those are going to be fast turners, I'm sure. Found a Harry Potter Hermione Granger mug, and I'm hoping, $15 for a mug. I'm happy with that. I don't know why I put that in there. An automatic numbering machine, whatever. Nothing special. These turned out to be pretty good. This is Tom Jones. It was a TV series on ABC, and looks like Time Life produced them. So I doubt these were in stores, but it's probably about $30. I pick these up all the time. A lot of people they'll see VHS tapes and just walk away. I don't. I mean, if I see Jurassic Park or Batman, the 1989 ones, I walk away from those because those everybody has those. I think on Amazon those might be like $3 a piece on FBA, so you're actually losing money to sell them. But anytime I see old concerts, anytime I see something that was never released on DVD, I usually pick them up, especially if they're 25 cents or less. I'll go ahead and pick them up. And this is Ricky Nelson in concert. I know that there's one new one on Amazon for $100. I'm going to send this one in probably 40 or 50, and I'll probably sell it pretty quickly. And then I picked this up. It's a master-built outdoor cooking recipes and tips, and I usually wouldn't deal with these too much, but the prologue is done by Davey Allison, an old NASCAR driver who actually died, and it looks like he died right after this was made because it says in memory of Davey Allison. So I don't know. There's not one of these on FBA, and I don't think there's any on eBay either. So I don't know what to price that at, but I thought it was cool. Got these items. They're Flick Tricks. They're little bikes that you use your fingers on, and I guess they're like the little skateboards that are sold in stores now. But they're pretty well made, and it looks like on eBay these would sell fairly decently. Like a lot like this would probably be about $20, maybe $15. Got a brand new Belkin OmniView KVM switch, and these on Amazon are pretty expensive. I'm gonna have to double check that it's actually new. I looked at it and it looks brand new. It still has its stickers on and everything, but I might have to sell it as just like new. But again, that'll probably still be about $40, so pretty happy with that. These were things I've never seen before. Z-Coil shoes, and these are women's shoes, I believe. They might be men's shoes, I'm not sure. But yeah, they have these little springs on the bottom, and I don't know exactly what they were meant for, but they're almost brand new. I mean, the soles are pretty much untouched. So, and some of these sold for around $60 or $70. So I'm hoping to get around that. That would be nice. And the last thing I'm going to show is this vintage Storm Rider Lee denim vest. It's very nice. I've sold the jackets before, but I've never sold the vest before. And I'm hoping, maybe $20 or $30 for that too. So that's pretty good for essentially paying nothing. I'm hoping to make, what is it? I can't do the math in my head, but $500, $600. That's not counting the other stuff that just wasn't I know some of this stuff might not have been sexy, but that stuff was definitely not sexy. So I didn't show it. But even, I think with everything, I'll probably clear $700, something like that. So I guess definitely on days when you don't feel like you want to wake up on a Friday morning or a Saturday morning or even a Sunday morning, depending on where you are, and you don't want to get up to go to the garage sales, make sure you go to the garage sales. Wake yourself up, go to the garage sales. Right now on Amazon, going to retail stores is almost a no-go unless you're lucky and a place around you has clearance stuff all the time. You're not really going to find all that much just scanning around or scanning everything in the store unless, again, it's a clearance item. So right now the opportunities are on garage sales, thrift stores, and even some thrift stores are not real good. But if you are lucky enough to live in an area that has a lot of garage sales and has thrift stores that aren't necessarily Goodwills, they're maybe mom and pop ones, you're in a pretty good spot and you have an advantage over the people that aren't in those situations. So make sure during these months, these summer months, you go out there and you get to those garage sales, because that's where your money is going to be made during these down times. Now we're getting close to fourth quarter, and that's going to be when the retail stores actually do have things to actually buy. So that's just my 2 cents, and hopefully you guys like the video. And if you have any information on any of the things I showed, definitely leave a comment, and thank you very much.